Hi guys, hope you're well. Some extremely boring trading content coming up, but boring is what works. So, proof of concept work this week in the channel. We're looking at cable and pound New Zealand dollar. Doing technical analysis in the morning, sharing our videos into the channel, compiling the data on the levels tracker, doing a daily data collection sheet, so looking at potential market conditions for the day ahead, and then doing an assessment of that in the evening. So we'll do that Monday to Friday. At the end of the week, we'll assess both pairs. I'll show you a different way that you can apply stop losses and targets to optimize the strategy going forward. It's essential that you do this over a period of months. I'm just showing you an example this week to give you the basic building blocks of how you can develop a strategy and find an edge in the market using a basic level strategy, because that's all. You just trade from straight lines on a chart. There's no tools, there's no indicators. We just put straight lines on a chart. So you'll see in the video now. Cheers guys, hope you enjoy it.
Going to be focusing on two pairs, pound New Zealand dollar and cable. We'll just focus on the intradays at the moment because we're currently in a consolidation on pound New Zealand. So we've got this level next, and then this zone above. So we'll just be tracking them as price hits. Quite a wide one there, and the next one below. If you see, we could go down to the hourly and refine a bit lower, but we're just going to see how the 4 hour performs. So I'll do two videos, one at the start of every day and then one at the end of every day, and then update a spreadsheet, and then the daily data sheets as well. We'll fill those in. Okay, cheers guys. I'll do another video on cable shortly. Okay, this is cable, otherwise known as pound US dollar. So these are our intraday levels. So we've got this here around 1.3286, and then our next intraday buy 1.325, which is a daily level as well. For sells, obviously this is not really something that I would be interested in because we've just missed it, but we're going to collect it for the data anyway. 1.33389. It's just that the area of potential struggle is literally nothing, 6 or so pips. So it'd probably be a negative risk reward on that one. And then the next areas we've got, so we got this 4 hour up here, up the highs, and then the daily close here. You can see this is our second daily. So that's the only. These are just the areas that I'm looking at for Monday potentially. If we break any further out of this area, then I'll update the charts and do another video. Otherwise, I'll just update at the end of the day with how the levels played out. Remember, this is proof of concept. It's not looking at any trading skills. It's just an example of how you find a proof of concept in a strategy, and this one being level strategy. So I'll update at the end of the day. Cheers guys. Right guys, have a look at pound New Zealand today. So we had a couple of intradays. So this one and this one both hit. If we go down to the 15-minute, you can see that the first level there played out nicely, just under 30 pips, and then the next intraday has also played out into the area of potential struggle. So we've hit the level and we've pulled back to the area of potential struggle there. So nice move. A little bit of a discrepancy potentially here because this FXCM feed, it may look like the level's missed by a couple of pips, but on the broker feed, it's hit the level bang on and done the area of potential struggle. So yeah, obviously there is price discrepancies between brokers. I I always tend to go a pip or two in front of a level anyway, just because of spread. So yeah, anyway, 2 levels on pound New Zealand hit today, 2 worked. Lots of other currency pairs with intraday levels playing out today as well. We assumed the market would be subdued, and it was. There wasn't much tariff development that caused the move. The only move today was off the back of the Dallas Fed Manufacturing Business Index at 3:30. So you can, if we go to cable, we can see that he started moving against dollar around there, and then we had a bit of a push higher, bit of dollar weakness, and then that's when Euro USD hit the level, and all pound pairs pulled back. Let's have a look at cable today, so you can see that levels that were hit were here. This one, this is basically the same level because it was the daily, so we'll assess what happened there. You can see that the first level for the buy worked and went to the high of the consolidation and then eventually broke higher. So if we go right down to the 15-minute, see that, as I mentioned on the initial video, that the area of potential struggle was going to be really tight. So we did a drawdown. The drawdown was 15 pips, and then 6 pips into the area of potential struggle, because on the higher time frame it had to be that. Had to consider that. So even though it did the 15 pips drawdown, and it did the area of potential struggle, which was 6 pips. So the next level we got to was into the daily level. That was the daily close. So yeah, you can see that we went all the way into the extremity to the hourly refinement. That did a really nice pullback. And it was a dollar-based move, so we needed to consider what Euro USD was doing. So if we pull the charts up next to each other, you can see that Euro USD hit this intraday at 15:30, and at the same time cable pulled back from a 1 hour of refinement. And then for the area of potential struggle, because it was dollar move, Euro USD was pulling back, and then that was causing all the other dollar pairs to pull back. We had to consider the areas of potential struggle on Euro USD. So I held on to cable, so we had this to consider, all these levels. And it was a fairly quick move, and I watched it make the move all the way down here, and as soon as we got to this recent level, that was when I cashed cable, because I didn't want to be greedy, and this is about following the process this week. So and it worked out quite well because they both now moved higher. So decent return on cable today, good value. Intraday there playing out. Tiny move. The area of potential struggle was done, and then a great example of flows happening, dollar flows, with Euro USD lining up and cable. So you would never have taken the daily close, because Euro USD wasn't at a level, so we had to wait for Euro USD to hit a level, and then it happened that cable was exact at the extremity, exactly the same time. So it was a great example, great proof of concept